STD stands for Sanitize, then Disinfect. That's my solution for COVID-19.
Sanitize, then disinfect.
Right. That's the process.
Sanitize, then disinfect.
Sanitize, then disinfect.
So
sanitize,
then disinfect. Sanitize, then disinfect. Whoa. Sanitize, then disinfect. Wipe it up.
Can't forget that. That's a rhyme niggas need to remember. Right.
From the concrete, watching the guards meet. All the Tim Park bandstand was where the guards teach. Wanted to jump in the cipher, but I got cold feet. The energy had me hype, I couldn't control my speech. Thought it was over, that's a never worry. I started building, I remember it was February.
What?
Peace. Don't allow hate your aura hill. You know what I mean? We back again once more. You know what I mean? We got a special guest in the building. You know what I mean? So let's welcome the God Imperial in the building. You know what I mean? Peace. So you know what I mean?
When the God come through, I always gain brain cells.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's when you know you in the correct cipher. Right. You come through and you walk out feeling smarter. You want to go drop bombs and school people. What's going on with your God?
Loving life, enjoying all the perks of being a king, everything that come along with it.
No doubt.
Facts.
How's your kingdom? How's the season? Everything.
Perfection, man. We are suited, stocked,
suited and
armed.
Ready.
That's right.
Suited, stocked, and armed. So
That's right.
We ready, but we actually been ready. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like we was talking and everybody was saying I was too militant or man, you too conspiracy theory. I said, man, in reality, this has happened before.
But
military
military means discipline.
Right.
Facts.
Really, for real, you know?
That's a fact.
I ain't about the revolution. I'm about the solution. You know, I'm a solutionary guy.
Yeah, that's what Let's Build is about.
Plenty of problems.
Guys.
Come up with the solution.
That's a fact.
We could all be scientists on the problem. Everybody sound educated on the problem.
That's right.
Ask them what the solution is. They're gonna come up short, stuttering. Yeah, I mean. Come on, where?
That's right.
You ain't put no time into solution.
Yeah, you ain't got your lyrics right.
I try to stay away from the social media. Sometimes I view it, but it's like a chess game, you know. I'm not a player. I'm the judge of the game, so I oversee. The judge don't talk. I just look at what the players do. You know what I mean? I don't put my word in on the red or the blue, the positive or the negative. I just sit back and do the knowledge and make sure my front line is prepared and protected and ready. You know what I mean? But I want everybody else's joint to be protected too.
That's right.
So I gotta, I'm giving the $1 million game away.
Indeed.
This could come back.
It's coming back already. You already know.
Service to many leads to greatness.
Get back what you put out. Yeah, definitely.
Service to many leads to greatness.
Well, last time you came through, I know you presented us with the Norvite. You know what I mean? Then you had the Norvite cards, and then you had the entrepreneur board game.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
How's that doing, the board game?
Man, the board game is actually one of my strongest streams of income. Now.
Listen, if y'all don't know, if y'all didn't see the last one, go look up that entrepreneur board game. Every family should have it. Not just black, but we're going to start with us, support our own, but every family should have it. You know what I mean? Because it's definitely going to help you. It's going to teach you the things that you haven't learned, you know what I mean, in school. You know what I mean? One thing about you learn the basics, but they don't teach you about
how to apply the basics in the right situation.
Basically, and then they don't really teach you financial literacy. Right. So, when you know what I mean, that you're going to learn that with this entrepreneur board game. They don't teach you that in school. You know what I mean?
See, because the game, what it does is it's not just the game. It takes you from A to Z. It don't just give you the A and B formula. It give you A to Z. This is my business. I named it. Okay, now that I named it, before I can even roll a dice, how much insurance you going to put on your business? Are you going to pay for the lawyer? These are things that you have to do before you even can roll a dice to start the game. Wow.
So you got to come in the game with bread.
Right, and we start everybody off with $20,000 for an at-home business, or $50,000 for a brick and mortar is what you get to start off with the game with. And that 50 or that 20, you're gonna have to spend it as startup costs to start your business to go. It ain't just roll the dice and go. So that loan of 20 or 50, you have to pay it back through the course of the game as well. So we made it we went so interactive with it. We went from the regular English version that we got it in Spanish as well. We got another version for our returning citizens called the Rising Citizen, for brothers coming out of the penitentiary into the free world that teaches them the same financial literacy. We also, it's many different levels we could go with it. And our next version that's coming out is for the music industry. Everybody want to be in the music industry, so we got one version for you want to be the rapper. This is what you got to do. You want to be the A&R. This is what you got to do. You want to be the CEO. This is what you got to do. We got that version, and we took it to the next level and made it an app. We're building an app for it. So by 2021 we had an app out, but we are selling a curriculum that goes along with the game because it's from 8 to 12, and then you got younger kids that are not 8, but they should still know.
And the biggest thing is kids working from home now with the parents, along with the curriculum now, you that extra curriculum. You that elective, they say you need an elective.
The curriculum is so applicable because we teach the children how to open up a lemonade stand in front of their house and, the process of how many lemons is it going to take you to make that lemonade, that 5-gallon pitcher, how much you going to sell it for. We giving them real life scenarios.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Mow your grass. What's the square foot of your lawn? How much you charge? The game, the curriculum for the children, we got it all set up.
That's a fact.
So, and the greatest thing about it, we are STEM certified. Since the last time I've been with y'all, we STEM certified now.
Okay. Congratulations on that. Right? Definitely. Okay. Congratulations on that.
Education, man.
Yeah. All the time, man. All the time, man.
You get credit for that?
Your wealth lies within your knowledge, man. I've just been with my children the other day. I said, man, listen, man, what you know. I said something simple. I said, you got a car. I said, but you don't know nothing about the car. You think you just got to put gas in it and room.
Right.
I said, so when the car breaks down, you got to always go to somebody else to fix your car. I said, but if you learn about your car, you'll save more money. Oil change. You got to pay that cost. You'll save money for that oil change.
Right.
Learn how to fix a spark plug. Learn how to do things so it will save you from having to go pay somebody else to do the job for yourself. You know what I mean? Exactly. So that knowledge right there, that's where the money lies. Because now you can take that with you forever. Somebody else might not know it, and you can use that to make.
Or in addition to, you might deal with a mechanic and they can't jerk you because you know what's
going on.
That's like, I want to do business with you, but don't try to.
That's right.
Knowledge is power, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But it's only power when you apply it.
That's right.
Other than that, you're just full of information.
That's a fact.
Yeah, knowledge ain't power if you don't apply it.
That's a fact. No, that's a fact.
It's real talk. So.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, we just try to stay ahead of the curve, and we know that, we've always said it, man, it's a public food system. They are not educating us to the extent that needs to be. It's just enough. Right? Yeah. But everybody has something going on in world history. So why should world history be boxed into one person's culture?
And why does it need to stop at a certain time? We create world history every day. Even right now with everything that's going on, showing how flexible we are as the people. We've been through so much, and here we are still going through things because certain entities are forced to see things a certain way. With that being said, with this pandemic going on, what kind of solution you got to help with this pandemic? Man. Tell me something you got. I know you always got something in building and brewing.
Knowledge is power, guys.
No doubt.
It's power, but you gotta apply it. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the Let's Build podcast.
When I started this company, STD, y'all didn't hear about this before, but it was in its birth stages in my mind. You know what I mean? It was a controversial name, everything, but I didn't look for approval. I said, I'm gonna do it. STD, oh man, people gonna say that's crazy. That's the name of my company.
Take a negative and make it a positive.
Because
that's right. It's gonna make
that negative. STD stands for Sanitize, then Disinfect. That's my solution for COVID-19.
Sanitize, then disinfect.
Right. That's the process.
Sanitize, then disinfect.
Sanitize, then disinfect.
So sanitize, then disinfect. Sanitize, then disinfect. Sanitize, then disinfect. Wipe it up.
Can't forget that. That's a rhyme niggas need to remember. Right. Remember them bars
That's
right
the process for nowadays. If you want to stay, you want to keep your family safe. Take those preventative measures. Make sure it's free and clear. So I started that company, and we offer the service where we come in and we disinfect your home on all levels. We fog it, and we educate you on what's going on, what this COVID-19 really is, and we also leave you with the tools to now do it yourself, to maintain your own you know what I mean, safety in the home. And it's just as simple as a little spray bottle that, you know, you fill up with our pills that are actually, you know, it's been approved on the EPA approved list for disinfectants since forever. It first started using it in 1866. Wow. So this is the old new for the new normal. And I mean, it's used so widely, you smell it when you turn the faucet water on. That's that chlorine smell. That's how you sanitize water using it. They use it to keep your meat clean, to keep your vegetables clean. But if you use it at a certain parts per million, according to the EPA, it is effective against different corona, novel viruses, different pathogens, different funguses.
Bacteria.
But you just got to use it. Yeah, but you got to use it. And what people got to understand, most importantly, is dwell time. What that means is when you using whatever disinfectant you use, look at that label and look how long it says for it to sit before you wipe it. Don't just spray it and wipe it because you didn't do nothing but spread it at that point. So whatever you use, there is a dwell time. But I have the grandfather of disinfectants. Everything else, this is the foundation of all of those. The ClO2, this is on the chart as a chemical. You know what I mean? That's recognized.
So basically, you got to be diligent, man. Just do your homework, do research, and find out what you need to get it done.
And but how would they be able, if someone wanted to give it a test try, how would they be able to get this product? Well, directly from you or
well, I have a website where they could go directly on, and everything is drop shipped to you based off the timing that you want it done. And again, the website is exactly what we just round about. Sanitize, then disinfect.com.
That's what it is, STD.com?
No.
Oh, the whole word, that would sound funny. It's like,
hey,
what's up with this .com?
Right, and that's exactly what it is. And when you go there, it'll take you to, that's the site for the service, but when it takes you to my other site, which is Shing Purifier, this is for the product. So they're two separate entities. One is for the service, one is for the product.
Okay.
So, you know, we wanted to separate it, you know, in the process of making
But of course, when you call for the service, they coming out with the product. They can get the product.
We are coming out with the product, but
right?
you can buy the product directly from us if you don't need the service. So that had to be a separate
they got to
entity.
go through you, B.
But would y'all?
They were going through me regardless because we own the product.
Once they buy the product, you will explain to them how to properly use the product and everything.
On the website, there's videos, tutorials that explains everything about the product, you know, and I'm even going to shorten it up and put some more videos. A lot of people don't like to read, but nowadays it's essential. It's essential that we read.
Yeah,
know?
Definitely.
Because that's where the information is at. But you know, I will enhance it and spice it up with some videos. But there are some videos that show the process. But there's keys for doing it yourself on there. You know, I don't necessarily need your business, but I want you to be safe, like me and my family, safe in case we cross each other's path.
Mr. DAHYAH himself. Let's go.
If it ain't money, what are we talking about? I've been shooting with demons and word up, they don't wanna talk it out. Rah, rah, my riders is real. I push of the button, they choking out. Anything not official, that rest, when that whistle getting tossed out. I'm a boss now. Bitch, I call the shots as if I'm leading the place. We not the ones to be played, and if they top, if they try getting away, send a few shots that they leg, circle the block, make sure they don't get away. Clip anything in the way, no women and kids.
So I got a weird question for you. Cross motion. So you think with the game you got, the business game, you can use this as the product?
Every business.
I just want
to
see where it's at.
Every business is applicable to the game because you got to start off. What's your business? What's the name of it? Okay, is it a brick and mortar or is it a home base? This is how much the loan is for. Go ahead and start. So when you go through the process of the game really start to explain real life scenarios. You know, somebody ran up at your business and set a fire. Now, insurance claim. That is a scenario in there. You know what I mean? So we made it real life, as real as possible.
But this sells itself, though, because of what's going on.
It should.
Right
it definitely should. I think more people need to be educated on what it is. And stop watching television and pick up the book and realize what it is. You know, the same way you make preparations that I don't get the flu. Same way you made preparations that you don't get a sexually transmitted disease because you took preventative measures and protected yourself. There are preventative measures that if you could protect yourself in your home, in your car.
That's right.
From COVID-19.
Same rules apply.
Same rules apply.
That's a fact.
Same thing with your for your body. If you want to make sure COVID-19 can't enter you, or it has a less chance of entering you, you need to build your immune system. So that means you got to take a responsible step into everything that you eat.
That's right.
I was building with you earlier, God. Just think about what your age is. I'm driving a 74 in 2020. I'm driving a 1974 in 2020. Is my vehicle up to par?
Mm-hmm.
Will it pass inspection?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Think about it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
we still on the road.
And you know the fuel that you've been putting in your vehicle.
Yep.
Have you been putting cheap shit?
Mm-hmm.
Or you put it Supreme? Have you been getting the oil changes? Changing the fluids? Rotating the tires? If you ain't been doing that.
So I guess the oil change is a finger in the ass. Doctors be on that bullshit.
Listen.
Fuck you checking
Listen. It can be. In an analogy, I get it. In an analogy, you want to look at your body as that vehicle. Yeah, what you driving? A Bugatti or Chevrolet? A 2020? Are you driving a 74 Bugatti or a 74 Chevrolet in 2020?
And what machine you gonna hook it up to?
And what fuel are you putting in your vehicle?
Better be premium.
So that's the best way to look at it.
Best analogy, right?
If you want to fend yourself from COVID, you are the vehicle based off the year you was born. That's the vehicle you driving. Mm-hmm. What's the fuel you putting in it to make sure that it runs correctly? Because if it runs correctly, your immune system is A+.
Mm-hmm.
And if it don't run correctly and there's a check engine light on, there's something wrong with your vehicle.
Indeed.
One of the first things that happen is
you must flush immediately.
Build inside your body.
And guess what? It's really what the cure is to stop putting the stuff that you was putting in your body.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Yeah, you got to fuel yourself with the right living food.
That's right.
And I'm not talking about meat.
No.
Yeah, well,
living food, man.
Fruits, vegetables, salads.
That's a fight I'm still having right now.
Well, listen, man, it's a fight that you can win.
You know what's funny?
Fact.
Dr. Henry Clark said a long time ago in one of his lectures he spoke on, and it was funny that he said it because he was talking about he was speaking with Malcolm X and how Malcolm X was like, "Hey, swine eater, what's going on? How you doing? Y'all here eating the swine and stuff?" And he was like, "I don't know, Malcolm. You know, swine ain't never did nothing to him. It got us through it, made us through it, this, that, and the third." And the funny thing about Dr. Henry Clark, he ended up going blind late in his life. I don't know if that had anything to do with maybe over the years of eating, your body gets conditioned to eating certain things.
Right.
And sometimes you're okay. Like, my mother, God bless her, dad, ate poorly. And it showed later in life. It's like, okay, now your body's not used to it. You didn't make the change or anything like that. So, you know, it's always a change. And it'll come. It'll be a natural progression because your body, if you're in tune with your body and your body's in tune with the universe, it's going to tell you. Yeah. The little aches and pains is going to tell you. You be like, ow.
That's the same thing when you feel with your vehicle. You feel a dump, you like, oh, let me take this to the mechanic and check it out.
That's a fact.
Same concern that you put for your vehicle, put it for your body, man. You know what I mean?
But I'm like,
because you got to look it up before you eat it up. And you know, even nowadays, if you start to do that and realize what the poisons are, what the toxins are in toothpaste, what the toxins are in Captain Crunch.
Okay, but in addition to that, right? So I'm gonna reach right now. We're part of a bigger thing in life, universe, stars, sun, moon, and stars, things that in some cases are unexplainable, some that are actual facts you can't deny. Do you think that somewhere along the line, the way we were designed, that maybe our body can take some meat? Or do you think that we would have survived as long as we didn't have meat?
I'm sure.
Protein?
I'm 100% sure that we would not just survive, but we would excel.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I
guarantee it.
You excel. You wouldn't just survive.
I guarantee it.
So now you're just doing 55 when everybody doing 75 because.
Right. Okay. See, right now the sky is the limit based off our diet.
Yeah.
But if it was on veggie, the sky would just be the view. Mm-hmm. When he came over there and he seen all those LeBron Jameses, big muscular and everything, their diet is what had them like that. That's the main thing that he took from us. Wasn't nothing to deal with our culture and nothing. It was what made us so strong. Our diet. It was very important because if you could break a man down physically, it'd be so much more easy to break him down mentally. You can't break a strong-minded person down. So how am I gonna break your mind down? It has to be a strategic process. So I gotta break you down through the fuel that you're putting in your vehicle. I'm gonna break that down because right now all y'all got Bugattis looking like LeBron James. Let me break this down. All y'all got top-notch cars, muscles and shit. Come on, man. Let me get y'all some Chevys and some other stuff.
Some muscle cars.
Right. And then feed you the excuse that it ain't mess with me. My grandmother lived to 90. What if she could have lived to 190?
Facts. And the people act like that's
it ain't by chance, because if you read your Bible, people in the Bible, they said that they lived 400, 300. So if that's feasible.
There's people on this earth to this day that's that old, which we don't think like that though, because
man, they got it on TV every day. Some lady was 109 just yesterday, and she was vibrant. She was dancing. So it's possible, but that means that
it goes back to that degree we was building on earlier. This is the strongest muscle, because this is gonna break down the physical. Your muscles are gonna time gonna go on, gravity's gonna pull, and your muscles gonna get weaker. The mind can stay strong depending on how you train the mind. It's like you would train the muscle. Which is the strongest muscle, your brain or your heart? And that's the question.
Well, they work a combination. They complement each other. One can't work without the other. But if one does, then you disable. You know what I mean?
But you could get a heart transplant. Could you get a brain transplant?
Would you want it?
If you needed it, if you had the money, could you? Would you?
No.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I start thinking. I always feel like, to me, the mind, the brain is stronger than the heart.
Well, see, you got to recognize too that the mind and the brain are two different things.
But they both operate off of electrons and energy and different pulses to keep.
One got to be the captain and one got to be the lieutenant.
But one ain't gonna work without the other. You could be brain dead. You could be brain dead, but you can't live without a heart.
No. I'm talking about.
I know. I'm just going about who might be the 5149 in this situation.
It's 50-50.
So you can be brain dead when your heart still beat, but you can't. Your heart stop and be alive.
But then what about
that's just the 5149? I'm just saying.
Right, but see, again, I just related back to the car thing.
Yeah.
No. Related right back to the car.
Simply simple, right?
Come on, the engine can't work without the transmission. The transmission can't work without the engine. They work in unison together to create one. They work together. It has to be a 50-50 deal. That's what balance is. You know what I mean? We go into business, it can't be 60-40 because it's going to be a little bit of insurrections going on later on when that 40 don't add up. The best math is 50-50 and we both put in the same sweat equity.
I got a question that's going to be a little hood, right? You ever notice how crackheads live a long time?
Crackheads live a long time. What
I mean, y'all know any crackheads that you knew coming through that's still around? I do.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know.
It's funny, right? It's physical now. That's your lungs getting beat up on, your heart and everything, stuff like. But crackhead got the mind of a mad scientist when they smoke crack, right?
Yeah. They start ghosting.
The brain is going crazy.
They start ghosting. They be seeing stuff that don't even be there.
Yeah, right. Word. That's just my little crazy soliloquy I'm kicking right there. Because there's a lot of things in life, man, and I believe with life, as we build and we go on and we keep building amongst each other. The life is a wave, man, and you go through you'll see somebody who never ate right in their life live to be 99, and a brother like Chadwick Boseman, icon in our era, that took on the roles to be positive and black, and his physical didn't make it through. So rest in peace to Chadwick.
Yeah,
you know, and that his whole essence I like the brother. I didn't know him like this is his work. I remember seeing his work. I remember like, damn, he only do people that Jackie Robinson. Marshall, Thurgood Marshall,
right.
the Black Panther, James Brown.
Right. But look, he did so great. He grossed. That's like the most highest paid movie. They gave us like 1.3 billion.
Yeah,
he did all his stunts and everything by himself. Like for all this, while he had cancer, nobody even know.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so we fight.
That showed the greatness of us, though. That showed how great we are.
Fight.
You know
we fight the good fight, and everybody's energy and time on this earth is crazy. So, as you be a vegetarian, I might like a steak with mad onions and peppers and steak all over it. Now, does that mean I live longer than you or live shorter than you? You know what I mean? So exactly. So
that all would depend on. I mean, it will always depend on your environment. You know how you live, what your body is. My metabolism is totally different. Man. You know what I mean? But like again, you know, a lot of our ailments start with the fuel that we put in our body. You know what I mean? And the stuff that is hereditary is because what our parents ate.
That's right.
So you know what I mean? And what was in their sperm and in that thing, the makeup of what we are of our parents. Some of that stuff, but I mean, the root is the bad stuff that we eat. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the brother's personal diet was.
Yeah, that's crazy.
A lot of it can be traced. All illnesses can be traced back to what you eat.
Yeah,
you know
most of it, like all of it, basically.
Everything is traced back to the fuel that you put in your vehicle and what you're susceptible to. You know what I mean? Everybody's immune system is different. You eat pork, I eat pork. We know pork is not good for you, but my immune system is a little bit stronger than you. So guess what? I'm going to be able to eat pork longer than you that died at 45 versus me that's 99.
Yeah, I know people that smell it and get sick, or people that eat it and get sick. You know, and then there's people that eat it and nothing happened. They just. But I have seen the direct correlation of pork and niggas acting crazy. I've seen it.
Right.
Ladies.
It happens with beef. It happens with chicken as well. They put hormones in the chicken to make them grow quicker. That's why you see those huge pieces of breast in the store for $7.96 for 12 pieces of breast. That's almost Thanksgiving dinner. Thanksgiving dinner, you know what I mean?
There was this guy I seen on one of these sites. He was speaking about how the pig. He's like, oh, the only reason why the pig is dirty is because it's in slop and they feed it madness and this that. He said, it's like an aardvark if you fed it regular nice food and did. I'm like,
somebody about a pig's digestive system.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's so many things that we hear out here on these websites and like you say, social media and people fall for. But here at Let's Build. We gonna laugh and joke with you, but we gonna keep it real. Indeed. You know what I'm saying? Like we do. We building right now.
Right.
And we gave people gems today. For real. You just gotta listen. You know what I mean?
You gotta do your due diligence.
If you can't walk out of this motherfucker healthier today,
it's gotta do due diligence, man.
You just
don't take
care.
nothing on face value.
Hey, but some people just don't care. So you know what I mean? All you can do is present them with it. Can't force them to do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? You can lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink it. But it's there for the taking. So. I mean, we did our due diligence.
There's a way to counter that, though.
Yeah.
There's a way to counter that. You know what I mean? That it ain't for everybody, you know, like that. He ain't a customer because he feel like it ain't for him.
Yeah.
Become the living example and live better than he do. Everybody want to live better and want to follow somebody's formula that's living right. So instead of me trying to sell you on it, I'm going to just show you the benefits of it.
I'm looking good.
The benefits of it, and then you can be like, yeah, face bright. What's going on with you? I ain't sell you nothing. I just became a living example of what my product is.
I know lifestyle. That's it. Make it a part.
I know you don't have gray hair either.
Nah, man, because I actually do, but you know, I do a little something.
You throwing makeup on, nigga?
No, I don't do no makeup.
I can't front, nigga. I've dyed my shit plenty of times, nigga.
I found the formula to do it. I don't have to have gray hair, but I would definitely accept it. My formula for no gray hair is just no stress.
Yeah. I think it's coming from the phones, though. I think it's from the radiation from the phones.
That's a fact.
Stress-free life, no gray.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mine's creeping up in there.
It's a way to master stress-free life. It's a formula to everything. It's just all based off your level of discipline.
Look at Lay ain't got nothing.
Discipline. But see now, the same thing about the fuel in the vehicle. What's gray on you? You know it's gray because of the old. So now just ask yourself, what's stressing you?
Yeah.
To go a definition of all that gray.
But I'm going.
Or that little bit of gray.
But I'm going with the phones.
But you only know what's in your fuel. What fuel you've been putting in, or what stress. And there's a reflection. I can see it. You know, I can see
the radiation.
If we're gonna relate gray hair with stress and not wisdom.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah.
You go to the level of it. We really got all the answers that we need. It's just
how to apply them.
and how to apply them, and you got the answer to it because there's a thing called the self-accuser spirit, that voice that you hear every day that told you to go right, you went left, and you say, God damn it, I should have went right. Get in tune with that.
They call that bipolar nowadays.
Well, no.
That's your conscious.
That's maybe the popular view for it, but when you look at it in totality of what it is, you know, you want to get in tune with that. You know,
you
want to get in tune with that because that takes you from the level of being a player on the chessboard to overseeing it. And then you can oversee multiple games.
Pay attention to self, man. It's going to me. You got to pay attention to self. People don't do that, man. People wake up. Some people wake up just want to cause havoc. Some people wake up lost. Some people, like, only the strong survive in this thing. You already know that. You feel what I'm saying? So even though we all beings here, of course we all might be like, we all ain't gonna see it like.
Definitely not. Not supposed to. We're not all from the same tribe.
Definitely.
I like you, but we ain't from the same tribe, bro. We're not, and we not cut from the same cloth. We still cut from flying cloth.
That's right.
Just different cloth.
That's right.
So yeah, we
gotta
recognize
it after that.
We gotta recognize that it was different tribes.
Because you shouldn't wear silk in the summer.
Lord,
you might think because it's thin material, but the shit gets
sweaty quick.
Fucked up now.
That's
so you rock your silk in the fall.
Right. That's
you know what I'm saying, with the butter soft cashmere sweater. You know what I'm saying? In the fall. You know what I'm saying? You don't rock it in the summer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
But yo, my guy, I
want to give a shout out before we go, man.
Yeah, indeed.
You know what I mean? To the black woman.
Do that. Of course.
You know what I mean? I place her on such a pedestal, bro. You know, and I think that's where he confused us when he took us and mixed everything up. You know what I mean? Because we had her on the way higher pedestal than we have her now. And how we protected what she's capable of doing through us, by us going through her and creating that nation.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I got my land, and through my 6 or 7 wives, I create my babies and create my culture and protect what we have.
That's right.
That wasn't facilitated without her, so you gotta recognize the role that she played in that. So remember, before this all happened, we held her on a high pedestal.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And we protected her, and we made sure nothing came in contact with her that could harm her or our babies, because she was our frontline defense with building our nation. So I think the brother should recognize the black woman a whole lot more.
Recognize real.
Yeah, we leaning and riding. They feeling for roll ups. We getting them